Hello and welcome to another FX Centrum daily market analysis. For today, we'll go through our cross asset list and we will cover coffee market, WTI, US100, USD Japanese yen, pound dollar, gold, euro dollar, US 30, dollar index, and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will use FX Centrum platform and we will begin with the coffee market. So let's see what we had yesterday. So there was actually a up day. Market reacted of the previous day low at that point, and there was a new high at 232.77. I learned about this breakout last week, and so when the market actually broke 200 mark, this market is still expanding. As you can see, volatility is expanding, and market is more on a trail function. There is a rising 20 moving average, which is a middle Bollinger Band at this point, and so far market took this spin bar and this tail. The stochastic oscillator is holding upside in the fast line. We had some bear cross, but at this point where we have a breakout mode and strong upside momentum, there is a chance for higher prices. Let's take a look at the hourly time frame. As you can see here, market didn't have a down break of the lower Bollinger Band, and the market just had a rejection of the previous swing highs and a new high here at this point at the end of basically yesterday's trading activity. Next pivot level on the coffee market is set at 241 mark. This is the level where we had the previous it's the swing highs from like a mid end of August and end of May. So that is a resistance level on a short mid-term perspective. Next market I want to cover is WTI. So we had a rejection yesterday of 84.10, and still slow line is sloping to the downside, and fast line is sloping to the downside too. So we have a downside, short-term downside environment, and we are more in a consolidation. So there was a test reject yesterday, but if market can regain and let's say retake 84 mark, there will be a chance for a further downside movement towards a lower Bollinger Band, which is now at 81.15, but there is also support around 81 mark from the previous price action. The upside continuation, anything meaningful to the upside, only if there is a break of the 87.80 or upper Bollinger Band at 88.25 and then hold above that level, then the 89 or 90 mark can be in the play. But as I said, short term, a stochastic is sloping to the downside, and we have a consolidation, and support might be in the again on the test. So pay attention to that potential downside break on the crude oil. US100, finally, something that I spoke about, that the whole, let's say 2 months that we had on the daily time frame, that this whole price section was a distribution process. So meaning that there was expectation for the further drop, and yesterday we had that clear down break and first closed below the lower Bollinger Band. After this year we had only one attempt, and actually there was this was a weekend candle, so we actually didn't have any close this year below lower Bollinger Band on the daily time frame on the US100, and there we go, the first clean close. Look at the slow line is sloping to the downside all the way down from this area here, and this is just a corrective fast line. So this is exactly what I want to see, and this is I'll speak about more about this on another video where I will just cover US100 and potential protective stops, let's say, and potential downside objectives on the short-term idea. And we have a USD Japanese yen is progressing very well. So there is a plenty of different symbols, breakouts are happening that are holding. So I will say this year is a very trend oriented for different markets, commodities, and so on. And that's something that you will not find every year, but this is happening. So for example, USD yen alerted about this breakout around 152.40. Market is already trading at 154.47. Strong upside environment. We have expansion in volatility. So the next upside objective, I will say 155 and then 160 mark. Take a look at the hourly time frame just to show you. There was one attempt for the market to go downside, but there was no any kind of just a one candle and reaction back immediately into the Bollinger Band, so sign of strength. And market is, as you can see, another break on the hourly of contraction, so another potential upside continuation on intraday frames too. Pound dollar is down, trading to the downside as alerted about, and the downside objective short-term, mid-term is set at 1.2200 mark. You can see the slow line turn to the downside again. Fast line had a bear cross, declining 20 bar moving average, which is the middle Bollinger Band, and we have expansion in volatility, as you can see here. Expansion in volatility. Hourly time frame, you can see that market had this consistency in the downside break here, and this is just like a correction, and the downside continuation is right now happening. So very, very active stuffs all around. We had a gold market, which actually did a retest. This was our primary downside objective intraday around 23, 22. But there was a then rejection and back up. At this point, now we can see that market is not trying to contract again. So there will be a rebreak of the pin bar low at 23, at 24. Let's see the daily time frame. If we can re-break that pin bar, then we can eventually trade into the 2287, 2290, and then even potential to trade into 2221. Slow line of stochastic is sloping to the downside. Fast line seems like it's correcting and just consolidating, and we have this rate of change divergences in the background in the last 10 days. So that still scenario for the downside is open. Upside only if the gold can re-break 2432 and hold above that level, but we're far away from that scenario at this point. The downside scenario is still in play, but we need more confirmation intraday. Euro dollar is trading lower, so it's getting closer to our downside objective, which is at 1.0520 mark. This is we had a swing lows at that point in last year around end of October, mid-October. And so far, you can see the slow line. I learned about this big spread between the fast and slow line, and that was a nice downside movement from there. So as you can see, momentum is really strong to the downside with very natural reactions on the hourly time frame. Market, will go down and then just sideways consolidation, another consistency downside move, another just a natural pullback consolidation, more downside movement. This is a very big downside environment. Now we have US30 just, as I said, breaking and holding below the lower Bollinger Band, just basically going alongside the lower Bollinger Band, slow and fast line sloping to the downside. But the next, I will say, downside objective on the US30 is around 37,000 mark, 37,100 mark. Just to this pullback low, correction low, and then we can even have a new levels to watch and so on and so forth. We have a dollar index, which had this pullback, initially had a break of upper Bollinger Band and then the normal pullback. And so far it's just going alongside upper Bollinger Band, and the next, as I alerted already about this, so the next station and upside objective on dollar index is around 106.80 mark, 107 mark. Take a look at the hourly time frame. We had a very inverted chart of the euro dollar. So in this case, we had a rally, just consolidation, rally, consolidation, just, it's a very, very linear move, how to say, the vertical move, consolidation, price equal time, and then upside continuation. And we have a Bitcoin versus US dollar. I alerted about this. This is the first close, and we are holding below lower Bollinger Band. We can see that market is expanding in volatility, so there will be a chance slow line is sloping to the downside, and fast line is sloping to the downside too. There will be a chance, especially if market can re-break 61,000, there will be a chance for the test of 59,000, and then if there will be a bigger drop, then the 53,000 mark can be in the play. Take a look at the hourly time frame. As you can see, market had a more like it was a way too far, way too fast. Market went lower, so market took some time to develop consolidation correction, and now is trying to re-break that zone again. So the re-break of that level, of that supported time mark, at 61,000 can be a very good confirmation for the further drop on the Bitcoin versus US dollar. And that will be all for this FX Centrum daily market analysis. Stay tuned because I will post very soon I will post today a separate video, just trade idea on the US100. So stay tuned and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Also, if you didn't visit our website, thinkcentrum.com, please do so and explore. We have different promotions, 100% deposit bonus. You can open an account in just a couple of minutes. It will literally take a few clicks and you can open their demo account, $10,000, so create a live account and explore FXC TV, technical analysis area, trading ideas and tutorials. So there is a plenty of the things to watch and to look. And of course, once you have account, once you open account, and so you can explore our charting platform. Thank you all for watching and speak to you soon.